Good day, good day, good evening, good night. This is 1 a.m. from right here. So for some reason, I'm going to start right now. I want to teach you HTML, a little bit of HTML, but we're going to do it a little different way, right? So for instead of you installing VS Code and whatnot, we're going to use a browser, Chrome browser extension, right? So how can you find that? So the name is WebMaker. What you have to do is just go to your browser and search WebMaker and hit enter. Now you wait for the result and let's see what we're gonna have. Yeah, I think this is it. So first of all, you click on it, and then it will take us to the page, right? Yep, I think so. So all right. So you can see right now you can add it to Chrome extension probably. Eventually to be added, right? So I've already added mine. For yours maybe. Okay, you know what? I'm going to remove it first, right? And then let's pretend I don't have it before, right? So I'm going to add it now, and let me show you how it works. So you add to extension. I'm doing this because it's pretty much easy. I want to show you how easy it is to get started with it. And now it's installed successfully. You see a web maker has been added to Chrome, well, successfully, right? So let's get started. Click on it, and then we're going to start with HTML first of all. There are some tags that you need to know, but for some reason I'm not going to do this off hand. I'm going to just show you some resources that you that will come in handy when while learning this, right? So we have this site W3 School, W3 Schools, the W3School.com. So I'm going to put this in the description below in case you want to look out for some things, right? And another site that I have in mind is SoloLearn. So we have SoloLearn.com, still the same, but I think it all depends on you. Maybe you like more interactive or not. All boils down to you. So for some reason we're going to be doing web development, but for some reason I'm going to sign in first. As they are an account already. So this is SoloLearn. Let's sign up here, and I'm going to use my Gmail, right? Okay. So the good thing about this SoloLearn is that it has its own built-in ID that you don't have to go um, outside it to learn. You'll be learning within the platform, write your code within the platform. In the platform, you have everything. Like you can see here, if you want to follow, you can follow me if you want. And I have like 4,970 points with the level 9 and Nigeria, right? So this is my profile. It's been long. I touched this, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's been long. I touched this. So yeah. So front end for beginners, you can touch this. So I'm just trying to show you how to be independent, right? Learn independently, but here you still need someone to be asking. You still, you know, in the real world, development is all about asking a person, right, and knowing the right resources to use, whatnot. So I'm just showing you, like, I'm just trying to, show you how to get those resources, what you need, and or how to look for them whenever you need them. So for some reason I've signed up here, so you can. So I would suggest you start with the SoloLearn first and go through this web development. I'm going to show you front end development. I'm going to show you how it works, right? So let me start with this, and then let's see. Yeah, say every website you have visited is built with HTML code. Hmm. With this course, you'll be able to build your own web pages and apps. Isn't that cool? All right. So here they say HTML code is based on tags, which is right. And then tags use angle brackets, like we have this less than and greater than, just as we have this button here. You see it's a tag because we have this opening bracket and close bracket, angle bracket, they call it angle bracket. So what they're asking here is for you to fill in to make it a complete tag, right? So we all know that tag has opening and closing angle bracket. So now we have the closed bracket and we have the elements here. So whatever is in the middle, like this, is the element, but the whole of it is called a tag, right? As you can see, complete the button element tag, button element tag. So now what we're going to do here is just to fill in, you guessed it, we're going to look for the less than, because the less than that is missing, right? But for some reason I'm going to choose the wrong one, which is the curly braces, and then try it, and hopefully we got a wrong answer, right? It's wrong. So that's the reason why I chose to use the wrong answer to show you, to teach you, right? So for some reason now I've missed one already. We missed one, and mind you, we have something like live over here that they just want to. This is just like a gaming system, where like they try to make it as fun as they can, and more as fun as they can, right? And while you learn, right? Trying to make your learning fun. So now I'm going to choose the right one. This is the right one, probably. Yeah, it is. It is the right one. So we have the opening tag, and here we have the closing tag. When you click on it now, hopefully you see that's it. But now we don't have that red that we had in the previous one. So want to know why? Check with AI. So let's see what the AI is going to say, right? I think I have to zoom in my screen, right? Alright. So your answer is correct. Button is a proper HTML tag used to create a button element. It indicates to the browser that this section of the web page is an interactive button which user can click. Great job. Alright, so now you see what the AI is doing, right? So let's assume now that we choose a wrong answer. So right now you can see now it all starts with a tag, right? So create a valid HTML button tag. So we all know that we first have the opening tag, and then the element itself, and then the closing tag, right? So for some reason I'm going to mess this up. I'm messing it up already, and then we have this is messed up, but I just want to see what the AI is going to tell me, right? This is going to be wrong, right? Okay, not quite, and let's check in with the AI and see what. So it said the AI is saying your answer is incorrect because a valid HTML tag must include both opening and closing angle brackets. Alright, the syntax is almost incomplete. It should have a proper structure to be recognized as an HTML element. Okay, so can you now see? I bet this is trying to communicate to you that this is not a valid HTML tag, not at all. If you try this on your browser, basically you're not going to have a good result, right? So for some reason I'm going to try it here. So I'm going to particularize it. So I'm doing this to show you how to do this. So for some reason writing the button like this is not going to help, but if you check here, we have something like this, which is a button. This is the button that I just, so I can delete this now and pay attention to it, and it's gone, right? So but why is it like that? Does that even make sense for us to have something like that and call it a button? No, that's because The way HTML structure is like the sandwich. You have the top bread and then the second, the last bread. Top bread and the bottom bread. Whatever you're going to have in the middle is called content, right? So for some reason, I'm going to show you this ahead of time, which I'm not supposed to do though. So I will say click me. Yep, and I have to close this tag. So not only that, it has a opening and closing angle bracket, but still it has opening and closing tag. Remember, the entire of this button is called HTML tag, right? For some reason, it has a closing tag, but the closing tag, what makes the opening and the closing different is this forward slash. So it's all the same. And now this is a valid button. This now is a valid button. So it's not going to do much because we are not really doing much with it. It's just we create a button. Congrats. Yeah, we've done a good job. Alright, so let's go to the next one. And now they say it's image. Now, mind you, there are different elements in HTML. Yeah, like HTML, like the image does not have a closing tag. It's a self-closing tag, which is why it does not accept content in between. So it's not like that sandwich that I explained earlier that has top bread and bottom bread. It does not. So let me fill this right. So it's going to be this. Hopefully should be this, but not really. I guess this is them trying to walk it through step by step, but this is not a valid. You have, if this is a self-closing tag, then you must have a forward slash here. But don't worry about that now. Just follow along, right? I know this is right, and yep, that's it, which is right. If I should, anytime you see this, that's it. That means your answer is correct. Now you can see there are some attributes that need to be added, but you don't need to worry about that as well. Alright. So right now they say you need to, I'm going to complete this and then we go back to the W3 school, right? And then touch there a little bit. At the end of the day, you will have to make a choice to choose which one to go with your learning. But I feel like this is more fun than W3 school, right? So they say you need HTML tag to add different elements to the page, right? And then say match the element and the tag. Wow, match the element and the tag. So probably this is a button and this is a button tag. And for image, we have this img, which is for image, the text paragraph, which is p, and then we have the table. And mind you, W3 School explained all this tag pretty well, so I guess you don't have to worry about some things like that. I think the AI should give us a deep. Whoa, I've used the AI capability. I guess now I cannot use AI again. Yep, I can use AI. And mind you, if you fail like multiple times, if you remember, if you come backward the video a little bit, we have four. I think it should be 5. And the more you have wrong answers, the more this number keep decreasing. I don't know what will happen if it gets to 0. Maybe you won't be able to continue with your quiz, right? So here they say HTML allow you to create website, work more effectively with technical teams, improve digital marketing skill. So what will you use HTML for? Click on the comment and share your thoughts with your fellow learners. Here they say click. Where are we clicking now? Yeah, it should be here. Click here. For some reason I'm going to open a new tab. If it will allow me, it won't. So let's say Okay, someone say obviously for building web pages plus I will use it to improve my digital marketing skill. Wonderful. All right. And someone say I didn't get it. To improve digital marketing skill, it refer to mainly having the ability to make your web page more interactive. This is a question, right? But HTML is not really about interaction. This is about structure, isn't it? Mm. So HTML, yeah, this guy is right? Basically, HTML is for structuring, and CSS for styling, and then HTML, JavaScript rather, JavaScript, not Java. JavaScript is for interaction. This guy is right. It has a valid point there. Yeah, you cannot create a complete website without those two. That's why you call it three uh, fundamental of front end. But at the end of the day, you're still dealing working with those three, right? There's nothing you can do. All right, so this really explained very well. We see the HTML is for structure. So think of this robot as your website, right? So first of all, you first drew it like with your pen. You give it a structure. You can see it's not as beautiful as this, probably, and it still remain the way it is, right? But you add color, you change, you give it a red and blues. Make it presentable, right? And then JavaScript is like, okay, this is for CSS. Beautify it. First of all, you make a structure and then you beautify it with CSS. Structure with HTML, beautify with CSS, and then JavaScript is to give it functionality, right? Like the robot can raise up their hands and it can fly. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. So the structure of a web page is built in HTML. You can then style the page with CSS, and JavaScript is used to make pages interactive, which is valid. Valid. Yeah. So this is a quiz here, and they're saying match each type of code with its purpose. Okay, so we have structure is HTML, the style is CSS, interaction is JavaScript. So this is just to validate if you are really learning well. If you are so you just read about small thing and then they ask you some question and making sure that you understand what you read. All right, I feel this makes sense a lot. All right, so now they say create a valid button tag. Mind you, we've been creating this button tag. So now they want you to create from scratch. There's no template for you to follow. So probably you know that you have less than sign, and then the content, the element itself, the element which is a button, and then we have the closing um, greater than sign. Let's call it. All right. So first of all, we start with the less than, and then the button, and then the greater than, and not bad. There's no other way to do this, right? So let's see what we can. Let's see what the AI is doing. If you want the AI feature, you have to pay for premium, I think pro version of the Solution. You can even install it on your smartphone and do all these things you see me doing. You can do it on your smartphone. So they say lesson takeaways. Great work. You learn that HTML code control the structure of a web page. HTML tags are used to add elements to a web page. Some example of HTML tags are button image, but table, and paragraph. Alright, so I think we're done from here. We're done with this. And you see those points that I show on my profile. This is how you get those points. The more you do, the more you get the points. Yeah, which is cool. So now you get to another level, and then so this is you can be doing this daily and keep track of your learning, right? So for some reason they say, okay, they are asking you now how many days can you go stretch without stopping. Can you do this for 15 days stretch? It's all up to you. You choose what is convenient for you. So now only when you are done with the first one that you can go with the second one. Mind you, this is just an introduction to web technology. We've not even started HTML yet, yet. So now this is the HTML, or you get into the HTML and then you see something. So that's how you keep on going and ask your question. They say you should do this, you do that, and then you do it. So just as what I did there, right? You see, this is a button. I want to have a button like this on the screen, so I can just click on it, and it's cool. It's working fine. So it's almost the same thing I did. It's the same thing I did here, just that the text in between is not link. So I can change it to link. You can say it's link, and you can confirm that it's liked, and it's liked. So basically, this is it. And then, if you want to know more about HTML, like you want to read more about it, you can come here and choose. I clicked on HTML already. It's at the top here. You click on HTML and then start reading a little by little. Before you know, you get there, right? So check the introduction to HTML, and then yeah, so you get to see most of the tag and why we need the doc type, why we need HTML, why we need to initialize HTML, why we need the head, why we need the title, why we need body, why we need H1 and H2, kind of like that, right? So for this video, I'm going to stop here. Probably I'm going to do like a full course on this, though I had a video about HTML, in the past. You can check it out and see if you like it. But for now, I'm going to pause here and then allow you to do your turn, right? And if you have a question, don't forget to put it on the comment section below. I'll